This video is not financial advice. I am not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer. The one, the only Apefather relaxing on the recliner. Wow. Okay. A buddy of mine, you know, I mention him a lot. Dave, out in California. Dave is an AMC ape. He's got diamond balls of steel. He's been holding AMC for a long time. I believe he's got a very significant amount of shares. Dave, you know, we're good friends. We became very, very, you know, close friends over the last several months, and you know, we speak mostly on a daily basis. Dave is a bodyguard for all the celebrities in Hollywood. Like he literally drives them. You know, he's got his Escalade, he's got the limos, he's got everything. This guy, he drives them, he picks them up at the airport, he protects them. So he's telling me that he knows either. I think he said he knows Will Smith's bodyguard, and they spoke on the phone, and he's basically telling me it was not set up. He's telling me it was 100% for real. I don't know. It looks staged to me. It looks staged to me. But I got to put my trust in Dave, because Dave is in the industry. So if Dave is telling me that this is legit, it's got to be legit. He told me, that's it. He told me, you know, the whole situation is just so weird, isn't it? Like Will Smith and what's a Jada Pinkett Smith, they got an open marriage. I mean, how do you like live like that? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. It reminds me of, you ever see the movie Summer of Sam? What's his name? John Leguizamo, right? Mm-hmm. So he's a hairstylist. It takes place in Brooklyn. The whole David Berkowitz, you know, the Summer of Sam, the 44 caliber killer. He was just blatantly killing people in Brooklyn. I think that, I believe that were just couples in cars, girls that had, that brunettes. So, you know, John Leguizamo was going out with the girl he was going out with, happens to be Paul, what's his name?
Sorvino. Paul
Sorvino's daughter. You know, from Paul Sorvino, who played Paulie in Goodfellas. So long story short, he's like a sex addict. John Leguizamo. He's having sex with her cousin. He's having sex with the lady in the barber shop that was the owner. He's having sex with everybody. Guy was like a male whore. My kids are upstairs. They can't hear nothing. All right. So I just it reminds me. It's like I'm trying to think, like, how do you have a marriage like that, right? But I guess some people, that's the way they swing, and literally, they swing. I have to tell you one more story. My wife knows about this. This was before we met, okay? This was before me and Jennifer ever met. I had another girlfriend in my life, Jackie. This was my high school sweetheart, the one that broke my heart and left me, and went out with a guy 20 years older that was a financial advisor. He was a financial advisor. I wrote that song. You can look it up. Apefather, Is This Goodbye? I was like, oh, heartbroken. I was in my house for like a whole year straight. I didn't want to go out. So my buddy John dragged me. He says, you are coming out with me. We're going to hedonism. But I'm telling the story the wrong way. When we went to hedonism, me and my girlfriend at the time, Jackie, mended. We were having problems, but we were technically still together at that point. So we go out to hedonism. Now, John, the student he is, my friend, doesn't tell me his girlfriend is a travel agent. She worked for like Liberty Travel, right? So we told our girlfriends that we were going to Breezes. You know, Breezes is like a kind of like, you know, family resort, kids, you know, family. But in reality, we went to hedonism, right? So this girl that was John's girlfriend called up every hotel in Jamaica. You know, she's like, did a John and did a Richie, you know, so-and-so, check in. And Breeza says, no, we have no record of it. She's calling up every hotel. Then she finally calls up, you know, Hedonism in the Grill, right, in Jamaica. Yes, they're like, we do have a Richard and a John here, right, you know. So when me and John, we went out, you know, to get a bite to eat. We came back to the hotel, you know, the Hedonism. So there's this guy, never forget this. This guy's name is Maurice. I always like to imitate his voice, you know. Hello, man. My name is Maurice from the island of Jamaica, man. Rasta, man. So he says, Richie, Johnny, I got bad news for you. What's that? I got a message from, you know, America. I got a message from your girlfriends. And I'm like, what'd they say? It's over, man. I was like, what? Jackie and Antonella, it's over, man. Oh, man. He starts pouring us some, like, rum, you know, doing shots, like, what we do? I'm telling so many stories here. I'm losing track. What was the point of this from the beginning? You can't remember it either, right? I'm losing my mind here.
Oh, you're talking about Will Smith, that people have open marriage.
That's right. Will Smith, right. That he has the open marriage with Jada Pinkett Smith. So, look. Oh, yeah. So, when I'm in hedonism, right, is this jacuzzi. Now, again, I didn't know my wife back then. She can't get mad at me at this, okay?
That was like 100 years ago.
She can't get mad at me. So, I go to this big, like, jacuzzi. There's a girl, like an older woman, because at the time I was young, you know, I was like 19, 20 years old. This woman was like in her 40s. She was like, you know, very, you know what I mean? She had big, you know, voluptuous, you know, breasts. I'm sorry, Jen. There's no other way to discuss it, right? She's like half naked. I get in there. She's drinking like a strawberry margarita. I said, you know what? Like, you know, what's that beer? Red Stripe. I said, give me a Red Stripe. Jamaican beer. I'm drinking Salud Jadani, right? So she's getting all up close and personal with me, right? Next thing I know, some dude comes into the hot tub and sits next to her. And I'm like, what's going on? She goes, oh, Richie. She goes, I want to introduce you to my husband, Frank. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm like, you know what I mean? We're in a hot tub together. You guys dead? Okay. So the guy, Frank, says, listen, why don't you come back to our hotel room and we'll all have a little bit of fun. And then I realized it's all swingers. Hedonism is all swingers. It's not like people have the impression because it's an all-nude resort. Well, they actually have two sides. One side, they call it the prude side. The other side, they call it the nude side. The prude side, you can be dressed. But the nude side is you have to be completely naked. Everyone's naked. So now the thing is, I didn't understand that. So I'm a sick lunatic. You understand this, right? So I wanted to be naked the whole trip, you know. I thought that's what hedonism was all about, being naked. So me and my friend Joe, we went to one of their like 5-star restaurants. I walk in naked with just a leaf in my ear. Yeah. The waiter comes up to me, right? Sir, you must be dressed appropriately. I mean, what are you talking about? This I paid to be naked. This hedonism, all right? What are you talking about? Oh, man, we had some good times. Anyway, I'm sharing all my funny stories of my life. Okay. Apefather out.